Yeah, but before you start, like,
But
hey
it's
Dragon,
on.
you
It's
there?
on.
Hey
Lazy
Dragon.
Kai. Yeah. Um. What's up, my Beach Nation? Bernie Beach here, bringing you guys another video on my channel. Today, we're doing the first live stream of the Bijou channel, and today I have Hadragon and Lazy Kagi with me to talk
Hi.
pre-movie Boruto. This is everything before Boruto episode 51, and yeah, and real quick, two disclaimers, guys. Number one, this is only our opinion, and number two, we are not going to agree on everything, so we're going to try to keep it civil, and let's just agree to disagree. So I guess starting off, I want to talk about, the New Way arc, which spans from episode 1 to episode 15, and just what we liked and what we disliked. I'll go last. Hydreigon, what are your likes and dislikes of the New Way arc?
Well, for me, for the new arc, I find that the strongest point is the beginning part. What I mean by the beginning part is the first 3 episodes, because it does a good
Oh,
introduction
yeah.
to Portal. The first episode was a step up from all the episodes after for a long time, and the second and third did a good job of just founding the series. And I really like also the ending of the new arc. But the thing
Oh,
I
yeah.
really have a problem with the new arc in particular is how the middle part went, because in the new arc that was our biggest moment for fillers in Boruto, and
Oh,
those are
yeah.
some moments that could have not been there, and just all around cringy scenes.
Oh yeah, they really they extended the New Way arc in that we all know the New Way arc could have been finished in 8 episodes. They made it 15 episodes because a lot of that middle portion just really didn't need to be there. There was no real development. It was just throwaway scenes. I think that's one of the biggest things Boruto does as a series. It has too many throwaway scenes. Whereas when you compare that to, let's say, the original Naruto, every scene had a purpose. There was never a
Yeah.
scene that was like, it was stupid. Even like to give a good example, in the Chunin exams of part 1, we have a scene with Naruto having to take a piss. And even something like that had a purpose. Hiroshima, grabbed Naruto and tied him up or something like that. Everything had a purpose. And I feel like I can see where you're coming from, that's like a drawback of the arc. I guess Lazy Kage,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the New Way arc as a whole, like the good and the bad?
Yeah, yeah. First of all, hi everyone from the Burning Bijou channel. It's a pleasure to be here. We don't always agree with Burning Bijou. We even had some drama in the past, but we beef it out and we are cool now. So yeah, I, he invited me in this debate. It kind of was rusty, so everything we say is like off script and right out the back. So sorry if you didn't
That's
100% agree. Yeah. First of all, the new arc was not as bad because many people consider it as the best, the worst part of Boruto. I highly disagree. I think it's pretty good, and in overall, I think it's an interesting arc. But the arc start is so good, like so good with the first part, like with the masked man and everything. It was such a mystery, and I really enjoy that part. But I think Summary being the villain, that's
Yeah.
like,
yeah, I could have handled it better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really conflicted in that, because on one hand I like the fact that we really got to expand on Sumeri's character, and partly due to that, the fact that she was the villain is why I like Sumeri so much. But it's also really bad because it's anticlimactic. I mean, like, personally myself, I was expecting some stupidly overpowered person who had to
I thought
defend,
Donzo was coming back. Like,
I don't
I'm not lying. I'm serious. I thought it was Donzo.
Nah, Danzo came back. That would have been
the
like, come
hype,
on, bro. Danzo.
Oh my
Samiri's tiny, and you thought he was Donzo. I thought it was just some kind of. I actually thought it was Kawaki, to be honest.
Oh my god.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
But in overall,
Whereas-
it was just so funny seeing somebody be like, hey, I'm the villain, and 2 episodes later come into the class and be, I'm sorry, I wasn't actually a villain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Boston.
By the way,
Okay.
where are we streaming this? Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah,
Where the I
no,
can't
we're
find
not-
it.
On my second channel, because my main channel it has a strike on it. It'll be gone by the end of April. So all these will go on the main channel, but I have to download them and then put them on the
Burning
main channel.
Visual Gaming.
Okay, so is anyone?
Yeah. No. I think it's Bijou Podcast is the name
Yeah.
of the channel. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
if anyone's watching this like now, I remember I'll be trying to upload this again on my channel with some background of all the arcs, so I can see the new arc.
Oh yeah. That's how these are gonna work. And I was gonna let y'all guys know that when y'all come into the stream, y'all are free to download the video and put it on your channels. That's how we're gonna do this. That way everybody gets free advertisement. But anyway, going to my thoughts on the New Way arc. Everyone knows they call me Smurry fanboy. I love the New A arc, and I just rewatched half of it the other day. I believe that Boruto's first 6 episodes are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, of course,
Um,
yeah.
they are so good that if I
Which
were to show
episode? The
a
first
random
30?
kid
The first 30?
Boruto, they would get into it.
Oh.
What was that?
Which episode you said? The first 30?
The first 6, which goes from the first episode to the Shino fight. I
Oh
think
yeah,
all
yeah.
6 of those
I
episodes
believe
are solid.
they were fascinating. Yeah, that was
Oh
pretty good,
yeah,
pretty
it
high.
was
Yeah,
like I said. Oh, episode 7 is what caused people to have a bad taste in their mouth with that potato chip episode. Had they continued the quality from 1 through 6, the New Way arc would be a perfect arc. But they
I
messed up
see.
by
Yeah,
putting
it
all
wouldn't be
these in
perfect.
betweens,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that
Makes sense.
pisses me
Yes.
off.
After the
But
new
and but
arc was directly going to the Shinuchiya arc, or was there a filler? Or because I
yeah,
don't really remember.
There was a
no,
filler.
there's in between. But before we
Yeah,
get into that, I want to say one thing. If y'all saw my top 5 pre-movie Boruto episodes, you know my number 1 was episode 12, and I still
yeah,
stand
yeah,
by it. That episode 12 is fucking fantastic when
yeah.
it comes to character development and showing us the inner workings of Naruto and Boruto's relationship. It was the hint that Naruto knows there's something up with Mitsuki a lot more than what meets the eye. There's just so much in that episode that really gets me hyped for
Of
what
course,
Boruto can become in the future. So I don't know how y'all feel about episode
yeah,
12. If y'all don't remember that one, it's the one where Mitsuki goes to the Uzumaki household. I think that's a perfect episode. When it comes to dialogue, I just think they wrote
yeah,
it good. I wasn't bored out of my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
makes
So
sense. My favorite Boruto episode is episode 39, and a lot of you guys disagree. I know for sure, but that's my favorite episode.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That
It's
yeah,
is
the it's
very
the
good
one with
episode.
Mitsuki Sage Mode one.
oh
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's easily in my top three for sure. Even though nowadays I'm always saying that this
Yeah.
episode's my favorite, but
I
yes.
am the
Don't-
biggest. I am the biggest Mitsuki fanboy of all. Like the biggest
Oh,
one.
bro, I literally suck off Mitsuki so hard. He's my favorite of the new generation too.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
but yeah. Going. I guess since we're talking about pre-movie Boruto, let's talk about the 3 in betweens before we get into the Shin art because I know me and Hajigon completely disagree on that art. But episodes, I think we can all agree that in the 3 in betweens, episode 18 has to be the best one with Naruto and Boruto, having a cup of ramen, just showing the development. I
No,
think
no, actually,
I
no.
No,
compared.
Actually, no. That was like pretty bad. The only reason what I'm saying that is what happened to the Ichiraku ramen, like the ramen guy. What the fuck happened to the legend,
no,
the
but
strongest Naruto character?
Oh no. No, I'm not saying it's the best episode in the series. I'm saying out of the
Oh,
3
oh.
in betweens,
Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
You had
Probably.
Sarda taking a teddy bear, and then you had Iwabi and Denki training. Those were the
Yeah,
3
yeah.
episodes. So I think it
Probably
was
yeah,
the
yes,
talking
best
yes.
about
I
one out
agree
of
on
the
that. I
3.
agree on that. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
talking about the teddy bear episode. The only thing
No.
teddy bear episode was there to accomplish was to put some character development
Uh.
between Boruto and Sarada, and it did nothing. It changed no one's.
It pissed me off, man. I will always remember the rage I had when I finished watching that
The,
episode.
the,
I was
the only good part about that episode though is at the end how that episode was the last one of the 3 episodes, so it started to get into my favorite part was when Sarada was with Sakura, because it really in that episode,
oh
even though
yeah.
most of the episode was just
Yeah.
her running around, but that part I
Yeah.
think they succeeded very
Sakura
well.
is pretty
on
good in
Boruto.
Boruto. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah. She shows motherly traits. I think that's really what makes her character great. You know what I mean? Like they're really
Even Suekage liked episode 18 of Boruto, so yeah, that talks a
Yeah.
lot about someone who doesn't like anything Boruto related. Yeah, he likes
Oh
a
yeah,
couple of.
yeah. Yeah, episode 18 is fantastic. I've
It's pretty
rewatched
good.
that episode. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah, one of the
The-
good Boruto episodes.
yeah. And I think that out of the other 2
Yeah.
ones,
By the
I
way,
can't remember.
Burning Bijou, you're muted.
fantastic. I think Sakura versus Shin is one of the most well-animated scenes in all of Naruto.
Yeah,
So
of course.
but how do y'all feel about the arc? I don't really want to talk about
Well,
this because
wait,
I'm just gonna be negative. What are the positives of the Shin arc?
Oh,
Hadrigan.
okay, I love this song. This is hands
Yeah.
down. I'm my favorite arc of Boruto. I even prefer it to.
Oh my god.
I'm
Fanboyism.
I know, but I'm just like eternal Hokage in this. The
Yeah,
thing
right. Yeah, right.
me subjectively, I like Sarada as a character because Sarada, for me at least, is
Okay, there we go.
Sakura, the useful Sakura, like Sakura and Boruto. But I found that they did put a bit of build up onto the arc, and it did also been made a Kishimoto originally made it a Gaiden, and there was such high hopes to this arc, and I
Oh
really
yeah.
think it didn't disappoint because it went into it slowly for the first episode. It did all the build up in one of those episodes. And episode 20 is one of my favorite episodes because in that episode, everything, the stakes are one of the most important things in Boruto. And
Oh
in
yeah.
that apart from this current arc, this is the only time when I felt the stakes. Shinochiya trying to revive the Akatsuki. For me, it was a fitting farewell to the Akatsuki because the Karas kind of forced onto us. I think Boruto was forced onto us from Naruto. But I found that this arc, the best thing it did was the emotions. I mean, the emotions, bro, on this arc were just insane. With Sarada and finding when she found Sasuke and
Yeah,
Sasuke
yeah.
pointed the sword towards her. And then
Oh yeah.
she just
Yeah,
said,
that's a good scene. I'll give you that. That's a good scene. I like that scene.
yeah, and then the only
What
the
is?
only down part for me, of course, is Chocho because she
Oh.
every moment
Yeah, the most
Sarada's
annoying character.
and
Yeah,
Chocho
uh,
just like have
let me
have
take it from there. Let me take it from there. Chocho was like fucking annoying. Like, look at this. Sarada asked Sasuke, "Hey, Dad, why aren't you around?" And Sasuke was like, "I have something very important to explain." And Chocho was like, "Do you want some potato chips?" That was fucking annoying. Do you understand how
I know,
much I rage over that?
but she was there just to pause and to kind of like make it so Sasuke doesn't say, "Oh, by the way, I kind of went rogue. I tried to destroy the Hidden Leaf Village." Chocho was kind of there for comic relief and stopping
Yeah, that's
Sarada from talking too
that's
much.
true. One thing I want to ask is I really don't want to talk about this, or I'm gonna get hate in the comments for that. Definitely, because they're like, "Well, you're hating on the art." I just want to pose a question to both of you guys. Do y'all believe? I believe this. I think the Shin art never should have happened, and what they should have done is actually stretch out Shinuchi's plan throughout the series. You know what I mean? For at least two arcs, and then the payoff would have
No,
been more
no,
better
I
because the
disagree on
Akatsuki
that.
would have
I
started,
disagree.
powering up. Because it
I
feels like they
disagree
took
on
him
that.
out before anything. You know what I
No,
mean?
I
yeah,
I
but for me,
disagree on that.
I see.
Okay,
For
go
me,
on, go on.
yeah, for me, I see where you come from. But the thing about this arc is it's short but sweet. But I think if you all
Oh
agree,
yeah, yeah,
Uchiha
and that,
isn't
yeah.
a good villain, and that's the
Oh
thing.
no,
Even if
no, like,
even if they develop
Yeah,
his character into a big bad, just because of what we've already seen of him and the fact that he is pretty much Orochimaru's underling, he can never really
uh,
be a huge
yeah,
threat. Even
yeah,
though,
it's true.
yeah, what are your thoughts,
Do
Easy?
do do you
yeah.
think
In my
that?
opinion,
Yeah.
okay, I was about. Yeah, in my opinion, I think this like Shinichi arc, the way this should be done is like I think this is more like criticizing Boruto in a whole, but okay, I'm gonna go for it because this is a very interesting debate point. I think how they show
Okay.
remember the Boruto series is remember when Kaguya was revived back in Naruto Shippuden chapter
Yeah,
400 something. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
shall not happen, but Kaguya should have been brought back instead of Momoshiki. And I think that's quite a plot twist, but I think what it should happen is that the Boruto movie, instead of being the Boruto movie, how we know it should have been the Shinichia arc. And it's Boruto being with Sarada instead of Jojo. And that would have changed the entire Boruto series.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't go in details, but yeah, that will make like right now, like instead of being like episode 50 and going to the Chunin exams, we will do being like episode 50 and about to end the Chunin exams. Get it? So everything
Yeah.
comes shorter and quality over quantity.
Although the only down part to what you're saying, to see what you're saying is that this was really, if you agree with me, this arc was focused on Sarada, and if Boruto was being the main protagonist, it would kind of take away his time in the
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, but if you ever watched Hunter x Hunter, you shall know that many times in Hunter x Hunter, what they do have like they have like Killua or Kurapika to be the protagonist, and literally Gon is there just in the background, just like a normal character.
Yeah,
And I think if they done that right with Boruto and Boruto interrupting like the conversation instead of like Chocho being like, "Do you want some potato chips?" That would have made the arc like 10 times better, in my
yeah,
opinion, at
yeah,
least.
yeah. Of course, yeah, but they do need to play Boruto well. They need to make Boruto, of course, not be too much as he is. And hey,
Yeah.
Sasuke.
I hate my dad. Yeah, yeah. You need to make him better. Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you call it? We'll talk about that after the other two arts. We have two more arts, and then we can talk about other stuff. So
Okay.
I like the Shin arc. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Don't have thoughts on that. Moving
Yeah.
on into the Hidden Mist arc, which spans from episodes
Ah,
20,
Yeah. In my
24
opinion.
to episodes 32. So
Yeah,
what are
let me
your
get my
thoughts on
opinion
all
real
those?
quick. Let me get my opinion real quick. In my
Okay.
opinion, I think the Hidden Mist arc it's like the same as Naruto's Hidden Mist arc, just worst, just worst.
Oh, I
no,
thought you were gonna say garbage. I was gonna laugh.
the only way I can describe this arc is that this arc is some good highs but some terrible lows. But first off, for me,
Oh yeah,
the
I agree
best
with that.
arc for
Definitely.
me by far was when Boruto used Boruto Stream. That's one of my
Oh
favorite moments.
yeah, man. That scene is so
Yeah,
sick.
then you got the shuriken you start throwing at them, and then you introduce. But the main thing for me is that my
Wait,
big
did you just
problem.
write a script or are you talking out your hand?
No, I'm
Because this
talking.
is pretty impressive, to be honest.
No, but my biggest flaw of this arc for me is Kagura and
Uh,
Shizuna, because both of these characters, first of all, Kagura, I found that he had a very good introduction, and his fear of the sword was kind of, it was normal, it was natural, it was just like Sakura as a character. But afterwards, they
Yeah.
really just ruined this character because they made them Kagura the focus of the whole arc. If you go back and watch
yeah,
it, find
that
every
exactly.
and he is just
You're
there.
right on that. That's the
And
problem. That
they
was.
exaggerate everything with him. They've made something which is normal and made it unnormal. And Shizuma, I mean, Shizuma at the beginning of the arc had some decent motives. The stakes were super high. He supposedly killed off the people underneath him. He failed, and it turns out they're
Yeah.
alive. And then afterwards, it turns out he's not even doing his government thing, but he's actually just doing it for fun. Because I
Yeah.
really like the fact that the Mizukari had been executing people. Because for me, that really, like, it doesn't force the fact of peace. It means that it really shows how the hidden mist has changed so drastically, which it
Oh
has.
yeah. But you see the thing Hajiran with that, and I wasn't gonna make a video about that, but I'll just say it right here. I think a lot of people misinterpret Shizuma.
Yeah,
Shizuma isn't supposed to be what he says he is. And it's like, how do I put it? Like the Joker, like how he says he has
yeah,
a plan, but he never has a plan. It's kind of like that. Shizuma says he does it for all these reasons, but what Shizuma is supposed to represent is the bloodlust of the Hidden Mist. The Hidden Mist was never thinkers in the past, and I think that's what Shizuma is. He just wants killing, and I think people they wanted Shizuma to be this intellectual villain,
yeah,
but he was just
yeah. But
playing that he was that. You know what I mean? It's his instincts that he wants to
Yeah, I
kill.
think they try to go with
Yeah,
Shizuma. Is that his name, Shizuma? They I think they try to make him just like Kisame. I think they
yeah,
try to
yeah,
make
and
him
it
like
didn't
that.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
didn't
didn't
work.
work. Yeah, he's just a bloodlusted person. He doesn't have morals and all. Like
yeah,
Kisame had a reason to be the way he was. He dealt with some horrible shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
For me, no, but for me, at least for me with Shizuma, the thing which really just ruined the fact that he was bloodlust is that
oh
he
yeah.
as a character had so much build up to that point. When you
Oh
looked at
yeah,
Boruto,
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why people got that
the
impression. That's
whole
bad
time,
writing.
no, but the
That's
whole time he made such an emphasis on the fact that Mizukage was
Yeah,
executed, like the
yeah.
fact was, and then afterwards they ruined his character again at the end because at the end, first of all, I think you all agree on this, but he was severely weakened for the last arc. Like they really downplayed his abilities because he's a Jonin instructor. He shouldn't be so weak. And the other
Well,
thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
there's
Real quick, Hydreigon. When it comes to the power scaling, and that's another thing. That's why I'm gonna make a Shizuma video because a lot of people don't really pay attention in that part. But Shizuma is super powerful. If you pay really close attention, there's a technique that Mitsuki uses during their fight that he used on the new way. It's just not in your face about it. But if you pay really close attention, they're the same attack. That attack blew away the new way like it was nothing. Shizuma just swiped it away
no, but
like nothing. You know what I mean? Now
yeah, but
Boruto hitting him and doing that much damage, that's different. But
no,
the whole Mitsuki stuff, that was good power scaling. But
if
go
you
on.
think about it that way, from the very start, Boruto and Mitsuki were already weakened because, first of
Oh
all, Boruto and
yeah.
Mitsuki are both slightly injured, which was meaning that Shizuma was becoming more powerful, and all of the Mitsuki
Oh yeah.
attacks, as he said, he was not really adapted for it because Mitsuki doesn't have much chakra. That's why he didn't go full on win style Gale Palm on him. That's why he can only use
Yeah.
attacks is that he couldn't because
But the thing is, Hudron, I think we can agree, me and you, that, and I think we have talked about this before. The problem with these moments and why they can't be conveyed the right way to the audience is because they make everything in one damn episode.
yeah,
That's the problem. If we had time to focus on the fight through multiple weeks, we could get that feeling of tension and we can accept, hey, these guys are tired and all of this. The studio just expects us to take everything at face value,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
stupid writing. That
Yeah,
isn't how
what's
you
your
do an anime.
yeah? What's your thoughts on this Lazy Kage? The
Yeah.
kind of like the power scaling of Shizuma.
Personally, I don't really like paid attention to that, but
You're
yeah,
like,
I'd
power
say
scaling's bullshit.
no. Power scaling is my favorite part about most
Oh
of
yeah.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, to be honest.
Oh
So
yeah.
so in my
Yeah,
opinion, I think I think that going from Nue arc, the Nue creature, I think that they should have made Shizuma like stronger in a way, but not
Oh yeah.
really like stronger than Nua
yeah,
because she was like I'm calling Shiba. She was it was a creature for God's sake. But
yeah,
yeah, Naruto didn't like one shot her with like nine tails Bijou mode. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. So in a way or another, I think that Shizuma should have been like not Kage level, but it at least should have been like
yeah,
a Jonin level, at least a high Jonin
Oh
level,
yeah.
something like
yeah,
Zabuza, but not
yeah.
really like Zabuza. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but talking about
I
Dragon
agree.
Ball Z and Kages, for me that like, leads me on to my last two bad things about the arc. First of all, is
Okay.
that when you know when Shizuma Sama had it kind of took Shizuma's body, it felt a bit too much like Dragon Ball Z ending
Oh,
transform back.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie here.
I forgot his name, but the new Mizukage, I should know his name, but the new
Chojuro.
Mizukage, yeah,
Yeah,
Chojuro,
Chojuro.
has to
Yeah.
be the worst Kage in history. He got his ass whooped by a bunch of just bloodlusting mercenaries, and he did nothing. He literally said, "I'll take care of Shizuma,"
No, I
and
actually disagree on that
everything,
highly. I
everything was
actually disagree on that highly, but of course that's. I don't think that being strong. I mean, being strong is a part of being like a Kage, but the way he went about it, I think that he's a fucking legend. Like the way like he let
yeah,
Boruto like actually like be part of the like fight against them, and he was like. It's okay. We will take this in our hands.
yeah,
That was a fucking. Do I cannot see Naruto, Minato, the third Hokage, the second Hokage, not even the first Hokage do that. So that's
yeah,
pretty unique.
yeah, and also yeah, but another thing about him is that first of all, one of the biggest problems I have with Boruto and Naruto Shippuden, which doesn't happen
Okay.
in the Naruto series, is that it's inconsistent. For instance, Chojuro in the Boruto movie, when he was going head to head with Kinshiki, he was
Yeah.
at least Kage level there, and
A beast,
that,
yeah. And
yeah,
Shizuma was like,
yeah,
"Hey, I'm actually gonna tie you, and you're gonna stay here for 3 minutes on
yeah,
the episode." Yeah, and he like after like 12 episodes or how many it went like to go to the tuning exams, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight Kinshiki 1-on-1." I couldn't find a Jonin level guy, but I actually can find this Otsutsuki clan level, like this godly level, and one shot him. That's pretty
so,
bad for
yeah,
power scaling,
yeah,
to
but
be honest.
I forgot the name of his jutsu is, but he's got this jutsu and he can turn his sword into two swords and then
Oh
fire
yeah. Yeah.
swords at him. And
Yeah,
that
that's pretty cool.
I started doing a bit of research about that, and it has something to do about chakra. But that attack is insanely powerful. If he'd done that, he could have
Yeah.
taken all seven of the legendary swords at once, one
Yeah.
shot.
And you see that, and real quick, Hadrian, let me say this real fast. That proves the point of just how Boruto is being handled, at least pre-movie. Like I said, everything so far in Mochi versus is being great, but
Yeah,
pre-movie Boruto, that's what I'm talking about. That's the difference between Naruto and Boruto. In Naruto, they always made reasons as to why the high-level people couldn't join the fight. Because when
Yeah.
you put high-level people into a fight, it's not fair. It's so
yeah,
boring. It's a one shot. And that was the problem with this art. You can't put Chojuro there because he's a Kage level. You should have been Sarda. It should have been Iwabi, Denki,
yeah. Of course.
Boruto. It should have been a group effort fighting against these dudes. That would have been fucking fantastic. Like a
Yeah,
six episode climax. Everybody gets a fight. But no, we get 2 episodes with Sarda and Boruto. That's bullshit. Iwabi was
Yeah,
set up to have a fight, and he only got a one shot. I
To be
hate
honest,
that.
I'd rather see Mitsuki go Sage mode in that arc than later on. To be
Well,
honest.
yeah, we all
yeah,
predicted
yeah.
that. We all thought that was gonna happen. Like,
And no, and the problem I have, why didn't Suigetsu help? That would have been
yeah,
amazing
Yes,
if
that was
Suigetsu
no,
was
bullshit.
like
I'm
just
not.
to.
Suigetsu.
That would have been way better than seeing this Kage as bullshit. Like
I know
I'd rather see
Suigetsu should
Suigetsu
be
swoop
Shoujo.
his dick around. Yeah,
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. And Suigetsu, the thing about him is he's got no ties to being Kage level. Suigetsu should just be. It would have been better if Suigetsu was in there instead of the freaking Kage. I mean, what
No,
impression did
Yeah.
actually, if Suigetsu was there, he will probably like win
Yeah,
easily because Suigetsu is way stronger than just like that
yeah,
fodder ass. Yeah.
Well, Suigetsu would have killed them. I think that would have been a good moment for Boruto to see that this world has death in it. You
yeah,
know, and Suigetsu wouldn't have
Yeah.
held back. He would have shot
Boruto
through
is
their
so
heads.
childish until the movie
Like,
arc. No offense to Boruto fans, but it's
yeah,
way too childish.
yeah. That's why, man. Yeah,
do y'all remember that scene in Shippuden where Suigetsu was first introduced and he put his hand
yeah,
next to Sasuke's head? That was some sick shit.
Yeah, Suigetsu is
That's what
like
we
top
need.
10 Naruto characters for me, and he got like in total about 30 minutes of screen time, like in total, and about like 15 manga like 50 manga pages. He's so underrated, fam. So underrated.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Exactly. I
didn't
mean,
get his time to shine.
for
But I
me,
guess let's move on to the final art to talk about. That way we can try to get this done. The Byaki, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. The
Byakuya.
Byakudan gained art, however you
The
say it.
Byakuga.
Yeah, the Byakuya.
Okay,
For me,
okay.
I find that the beginning of the arc, first 2 episodes were absolute trash, but the rest of the arc was amazing.
Oh my god.
I,
I
I
haven't.
I find the difference of it. I find the two first episodes and the last episodes to be godly and the other to be like average.
What?
But that's just my
For me,
opinion.
at least for me, when
Look, dude. I don't know if you know,
Oh my
but
god.
Shikamaru is my top 5 favorite Naruto characters. Period. And
Oh, he's an awesome character.
to see his son that he's a complete copy of him. To actually, anytime, even in my review of that arc, I basically many times like just like mess up Shikamaru, Shikadai because they are completely a copy of each other. Sorry to Boruto fans, but I'm saying it. And yeah, going from that, I seeing him just mess around is godly for me at least. I really enjoy that.
Yeah,
So
but-
I don't know about you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but if you agree with me, this arc was mainly focused on Shikadai, and it focused also
Yeah.
on Ryogi, which is another potential character. If he gets put in the tuning exams, I'm gonna fanboy so much since I love his character. But I really found that they played off each other very well, and that they actually did good. I mean, like the Shogi relationship, and it turns out that Ryogi is being used. I find that all of that was done really well. But with the first 2 episodes,
Yeah.
it was slow.
yeah.
There was no
I know that.
It was like, why? What's the
Sorry
point?
for interrupting you again, but do you know? Burning probably knows. Do you know in Shippuden there was an arc when someone else had the power of the Nine Tails, like
Oh, yes,
implanted it
Sora.
to him?
Yes, so
Yeah, and they tried to actually destroy the entire village for a time or something like that. Yeah, and I think that Ryogi is a character just like that because it will just be used like for
yeah, I mean, like,
10
actually,
episodes and
I-
bye.
yeah, I actually like Sora's character though. I wish he was used more because they really established his character, but since it was a filler
Yeah, but
arc,
we are in Naruto, dude. Come on, only
Yeah.
Naruto and Sasuke have screen time. No one else.
But yeah. So I guess I'll give my thoughts on this arc. I'm just call it the gained arc. The gained arc, I think, is to me. I used to say the Shin arc was the worst arc, but to me, I feel like this one is. I just didn't feel it the entire time. I like Shikadai as a character. He is in my top 5.
of course.
But
yeah.
as far as plot goes, I just felt like it felt too slow. And then the payoff wasn't like super amazing. I was expecting Boruto to fight against that main guy, and he just like tricked Boruto, and I was like, what? But the scene with Naruto at the end was amazing. So I just felt like this was the transition arc. So I'm a little easier
Yeah.
on it. You know what I mean? We all know they were
I have
putting this
said
in
it
there
before.
for Momoshiki.
I have
versus-
said it before. I'm not a big fan when a shonen. Sorry for interrupting you again.
No, it's fine.
But sorry for. I was about to say that. Yeah, shonen anime, the worst thing about shonen anime, in my opinion, I think when they try to make an entire episode or entire arc just for one character.
Yeah,
While
Yeah.
shonen anime like Hunter x Hunter, I know I bring it a lot, but shonen anime like Hunter x Hunter always try to make the entire cast of character like we learn a lot of things about them, but we learn about them like all together in an arc instead of everyone having their specific episodes. That's I think
Yeah.
that is pretty bad,
no, but
like
then again, you
in a
could
whole.
use the arguments against each other. Like, for instance, who would want a whole episode on Chocho? I mean, like, the only bad thing about that is it slows down the whole pace overall of the story. So it's good to
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
but
it.
I rather have an entire episode of Chocho than have Chocho they like demolish the entire Shin Uchiha arc and make it. Yeah.
Okay, you do have a point there. You do have a point.
No, what do you call it? When it comes to that, like when it comes to the argument, it just that's a huge part of this arc is because just focusing on Sugar Die. So it's a good thing to talk about. The way I look at it, kind of like what Lazy Todd you was saying. Hunter x Hunter is not my favorite anime, but one thing I always give Hunter x Hunter is that it knows how to balance its characters. There's no denying
Yeah.
that, and I
After
think
all, it's
that
the
that's something
yeah
every shonen anime should
yeah
follow. You should
yeah
have a
this.
balance between your
Burning Bijou knows a lot about this, but Yu Yu Hakusho does the same, I guess.
hell yeah. Yu Yu
Yu Yu
Hakusho is
Hakusho.
my Yu Yu
I
I
just
Hakusho is my
started
number one
reading.
anime or
Yeah.
second favorite
yeah,
anime.
I
I
just
can
started reading. It's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
it's
read Yu Yu
sick.
Hakusho. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I
yeah.
want to do a live stream talking about that series because I'm actually rewatching the Dark Tournament art. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I
we can make a
Um,
debate Hunter x Hunter against Yu Yu Hakusho, which is
I'll
better.
be on
oh,
I'll be on the Hockey Show side. I'll be honest with you. I love that fucking series.
Cool.
I
I'll
like
be
both.
Hunter x Hunter.
But anyway, but going into what we are talking about, balancing of characters, I think if they had balanced all the characters and we would have had, like I said, a 2 episode climax, 3 episode climax, I think it would have been a better arc. And it pisses me off that when you look at the mist arc, and going a little bit back to the mist arc, I think it sucks how we had like what was it, a month or two of in between episodes before we went into the next arc. So why couldn't they use that time to develop the Seven Swordsmen? You know what I mean? Like, why would you make that arc short and just put a bunch of filler episodes instead of
Yeah.
that pisses me off like no end. And I really hope Boruto never does that ever again. I hope they do the Moshigi verses, and then they're gonna do maybe like a month of filler, and then do the out art. Do not waste people's time. You just that people are
A
just gonna
month
tune
of
out.
filler. A month of.
Yeah,
I'd rather like honestly after the like the Momoshiki versus arc. But why do you call it the versus arc? Is
that's
that
what
the
it's a. Yeah, that's the official name. A lot of people don't know that. If you look at the manga, when the arc ended, Kishimoto wrote a thing on site that said Momoshiki versus arc concluded. That's the name of
I
the
see.
actual
yeah,
arc. It's called Momoshiki versus arc.
I see.
yeah, yeah,
I knew this.
The same,
I've seen this around before, but never actually cared
yeah,
about
yeah,
this.
yeah. The same thing with the out art. There's so much misinformation in the boards community that people actually believe there's a Mujina arc. There isn't. Everything
yeah,
from after Momoshiki is called the out arc. We haven't concluded yet. We're probably gonna finish it in
yeah,
May. Yeah. So
yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah.
yeah,
And
that really
So
pisses me
yeah.
off because people are calling it the Kara arc. I'm like, no, guys, there's an official name. It says it on the manga. It says the out arc.
So
It's
guys,
Momoshiki
honestly,
versus
do
and
you
then
think
out.
that Jigen is gonna be okay? Jigen, I fucked up. Do you think that Kawaki is actually gonna be the final villain of Boruto?
no,
No,
no, no.
no, it's
For
gonna
me,
be the Otsutsuki.
yeah, yeah. For me,
Kawaki will be Boruto's villain, but I think for everyone's final villain, it's gonna be the Otsutsuki.
oh,
Honestly speaking, I don't like the Otsutsukis in a whole. They are great for
no,
they
but
they are
they,
great for powers. Like
no, but
they're great for introducing godly
Subscriber
characters.
counts going down after he said that.
no,
Come
but
on, I have a great argument, but I
no,
have a great argument. Okay, as
Okay.
characters, like power characters for introducing like powers, like making
Oh
characters way
yeah.
stronger, I think they are amazing. Especially Kaguya, I don't consider her as an Otsutsuki, first of all, because she was so rushed on. She was defeated in 20 chapters. Like, come on, she has so much potential. She has so
Yeah.
much potential. Yeah, but
yeah,
She
anyway,
was the basis. That's
yeah.
that's the way I look at her
But
character. She was
character
created
wise,
to make a basis for them.
yeah, character wise, comparing Momoshiki and Kinshiki, we don't know much about Urashiki, and I haven't seen the last episode of Boruto. But yeah, comparing Momoshiki and Kinshiki to fucking Madara, Pain, Orochimaru, Obito, Itachi, do you really think they are good villains? Do you really think that?
I mean,
I,
it's
I, I think I
honest.
think judging off of Urushiki's conversation with
Yeah,
Taneri,
yeah,
I
go on.
really believe Urusiki is going to be a fucking fantastic villain.
Yeah,
I
it
have
I
was.
think
not seen
he's
the
going to be
episode. I have not seen
sadistic.
the
Yeah,
episode.
I think he's going to be sadistic. I think he's going to kill somebody. I think that's how they're going to go with his character. He's going to be a guy that
I
jokes
hope
around,
so. I
but he's
hope
killing
that
dudes.
will make
I,
Yeah,
that will
yeah,
make
it
for
will
better.
make the series
yeah.
high.
I'm not gonna really say much to spoil it, but Urashiki
Yeah.
is a strong character. He, at least from what we have seen, is stronger, if you agree, than Momoshiki and Kenshiki. Not really necessarily when
Well,
Momoshiki like
No,
well, I
stronger. No, Momoshiki is supposed to be the strongest. So no,
yeah,
no.
I think Urashiki, and I'm not gonna spoil it for Lazy Kage, but Urashiki, if you pay attention to that scene he had with Taneri, he used a
yeah, yeah,
weapon. That was not his
yeah.
ability, and a lot of people, I did it too, and I feel bad that I misled people. Is I told people that was the ability of his rod. That's stupid because if you pay close attention, you can see he had like a grenade that he dropped on the ground. That
No,
was not the ability of the rod. The rod does something else. So I actually
no, yeah,
misled people.
that was
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait. So by the way, guys, I know it's not supposed to be like. What did I saw someone on Twitter said that Urashiki actually like sealed Toneri for 10,000 years. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, but
Did
that's
that
the
actually
grenade.
happen?
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
grenade. That's not his rod. That's but a lot of people assumed it was the rod. But if you pay close attention, he dropped something on the ground,
Oh,
and it's
it all makes sense when Eternal Hokage made the theory yesterday that that could happen to actually like Naruto when Kawaki said that he's
yeah,
like yeah, that
yeah,
yeah,
actually makes quite sense now. I was
yeah,
about
yeah.
what
yeah,
the
it's
fuck is he
possible.
talking about? Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
first of all,
sense.
I absolutely love Eternal Hokage's theory, but the thing is that they need to play Urashiki well because I'm not really gonna spoil it, but the way they've introduced Urashiki is like almost the head of them. Momoshiki is the most royal one of the most like raw
Yeah,
power.
yeah, yeah,
Urashiki
exactly.
actually like
There's rankings. That was
yeah, of
confirmed in
course, yeah,
that episode. There's rankings. So
yeah,
Moshiki doesn't need to be the strongest. He might just have his position because of he's royalty. That's how it works, even in the real world. You don't get it because oh I earned it. You have a
Yeah,
yeah,
bloodline. And that
yeah,
you're
could be
not the
what it
king
is.
because you deserve to be the king. You're the king
Oh no no
because
no
your
yeah
mother
yeah
was
of
the
course of
queen. Yeah,
course yeah
yeah,
yeah
yeah, yeah,
but yeah and the
exactly.
makes
Dragon
sense.
King is probably the Yatsuki King if we're really thinking about it and I think a lot of people are thinking it's a different clan but I think they
Oh
just
my
call him the
Bruh,
Dragon
you
King.
just made me
I
watch the
swear, I
episode,
swear,
bruh.
I swear, Burning Legion. I have the exact same mind because I was thinking of making a video at this, analyzing
Oh
exactly
yeah
that.
and you know
Okay,
that
if this actually happens, I can get like the first like fucking thing for because I actually like made a theory about this about 10 months ago. So yeah, give me props for
Burning
this.
no
Legion,
but yeah
Burning Legion.
but one thing Hajigan that I want to tell you that I'm not sure if you noticed and if you might not be I don't know what you call it like well versed in it but there's actually a reference to the Bible with what to what was it Urshiki what he said and I bet a lot of people didn't catch it and it proves my point that Momoshiki Kinshiki and Urshiki are based off Christianity because what Urshiki said was that he would be sealed away for 10,000 years in the Dragon King or something like that in Dragon King's palace well in the Bible the devil gets locked away for 10,000 years and then he
Ten
comes back.
thousand.
So
What
it's
the
all
fuck?
based off the final book of the Bible. It's crazy that
Yeah,
Kishimoto's taking inspiration.
Wait,
So
and
that,
how the fuck? Why is Toneri the Bible? I mean the
no,
devil.
no,
Why
no,
he's
no,
the
no, no, no,
devil?
no, no, not no, not him. The Dragon King. The Dragon
yeah,
Oh,
King
I
is sealed
see.
away for 10,000 years. And
That makes
it's a
sense.
reference to the
yeah.
Bible. So that made sense at the final arc of Boruto, he comes back. And then Boruto, the son of Naruto, takes him out. Like, come on, guys. That's too
Yeah,
similar.
but that can be used to
Like,
also. Yeah, but that can use to like same with Kaguya because she was sealed for
oh
a
yeah.
millennium,
Oh
right?
yeah, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely references in the war art. That's not even debatable. There is. I can make a video on that. But I'm saying for Boruto, it's pretty easy to say that the final arc will be the king coming back, definitely, or
Yeah,
it's gonna be the queen. We don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
definitely
Don't
someone
assume
coming back.
genders. Never assume genders. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like me talking about this topic. Me, it's not. Lazy Kage made a very good point, saying he doesn't want more Tsuki villains, and that they
Oh
should
yeah.
want to be like human. But the only bad thing about that is even with seals, we're never really going to get the same amount of threat we did with Pain, because when Pain arrived at the village, not
Yeah.
necessarily
I
matters.
was
There was
shitting my pants when he used the
exactly
Shinra
when
Tensei. Yeah.
when Pain went face to face with Kakashi. I
And when he killed Kakashi, bro, I
This is
was
good scene.
fucking mad.
bro, that
Ah.
yeah, yeah. That is exactly what I remember. Like I just after the Pain versus Kakashi fight, since I'd already originally been watching an English dub, that's where it completely stopped. There's no more dub episodes. I was like freaking out. I was trying to find English dub because I
Yeah,
managed to get 2012 by 2012 the end,
we've all been there.
and that's what dub anime was there. But
Yeah, but
back to
before we end the stream, I do want to ask you one question. I want to talk about one final thing, and that because chapter 23 is coming out in what, less than 2 weeks. So I want to talk about your
yeah,
thoughts on what y'all think will happen in chapter 23. Do you think do you think he's gonna be Jiraiya's brother? Because a lot of people don't know this, but Kashin Koji means second son, and I've been talking to my brother about it. That I believe it's gonna be Jiraiya's brother. I
No.
think
no,
he
Can
probably
I
had a
give my
brother that you
opinion on
never knew
this?
about.
Can I give my opinion on
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm asking you.
in my opinion, I think that honestly, I think something either is gonna be this one or this one. It either is gonna be that Jiraiya trained him, and he is like
Possible.
Jiraiya's. Yeah, he's like sensei to Jiraiya. He has Jiraiya is his sensei. I talked to this with Bora. Or either it's like he trained two brothers, and he's like the second son. I
yeah.
think
Well,
one of these two,
no,
It's
100%.
possible. Yeah, yeah,
My
definitely.
no.
It's possible.
For me, I think that the 2 points that Lazy Caddy made, I agree that it would be very good and interesting plot wise. I think it would kind of like, ruin Jiraiya's character more because, to be honest, it was
No,
kind of
not actually. It won't ruin
Jiraiya's
anything
fault.
because wait. It won't ruin anything because Pain was Jiraiya's student, and Pain fucking murders everyone. And if that didn't ruin Jiraiya's character, I don't know what did. But in a way or another, I think that being like
Oh my god.
the student of like Jiraiya and you're being a bad character doesn't really ruin your character. So yeah.
Yeah. For me, first, I completely agree with what you said. It is that for me, I don't think it'll be good for him to have some kind of relationship or impact with Dry because I think that they should just almost forget about Dry, not forget about him, but his character arc is done. Don't restart it because it's a perfect character arc, and if they expand on
Yeah,
it, they could
it's the same as bringing
Yeah, it's
Itachi back.
possible.
Yeah,
yeah. Like
makes
I
sense.
really
Oh,
want
yeah.
Itachi to come back.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know, guys, if you know about this. If you forgot about this, but in Naruto Shippuden, we got introduced to the great Toad of Mount Miyaboku, and
yeah,
that Toad was alive when the Sage of the Six Paths was alive, and that Toad was
Oh
alive
yeah.
through the entire Naruto series, from a millennium. And he even was alive when the Sage of the Six Paths came back, when the Kaguya was sealed, and even it's alive up to
no,
date
but
in Boruto.
he's
If that
actually
isn't
older.
mad, I don't know. Yeah.
He's actually
It's
older than
older than the
Kaguya
entire
now.
series, yeah.
He's there from before Kaguya actually landed on Earth, which is just absolutely insane.
Incredible. Like he's like 1,000 and something year old.
Now,
Yeah,
one thing I
it's
want to ask
incredible.
y'all guys is, do y'all think in this art that we're in right now, the Moshiki versus art, do you think it
Yeah.
will finally get revealed why Kaguya came to Earth? Because I don't think we ever got a clear confirmation why she came to Earth. Do you think
Now we
Yes.
actually
Moshiki and
got a
them
clear
sent her,
confirmation.
or
Didn't we get a
I
clear confirmation that she came to for the God tree fruit thing, or was it just like
I think she created it.
No.
I don't think it was just part of the Earth. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it that
it might be the part that she came to Earth to actually like make a huge army to fight Momoshiki and
Yeah.
Kinshiki and defeat them. But maybe we will get introduced to the reason why.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
I'm
she
hoping-
doesn't like Momoshiki
Yeah.
and Kinshiki.
Yeah,
Why?
For me I'm gonna compare Kaguya to Teneri, but what I think personally could have happened, which it really made her arc better, is that if what really struck me, not to spoil, but Urashiki really like the Otsutsuki clan resent Otsutsuki clan members just go against the main family, and I think that if Kaguya being the princess or maybe the daughter of the Otsutsuki king, if she does not agree with something, I mean, there's a bit of resentment there. So she could have gone back to Earth
Yeah.
to kind of retreat, get more power, grow an army to defend itself against Urashiki and Kinshiki Momoshiki. And Urashiki would have been then ordered, of course, because she's betraying the Otsutsuki clan to finish her off. And
Yeah,
she's
and the
so
cool
dead
thing
to the
is
Otsutsuki clan.
that remember I made that prediction and I talked to Mr. Gon about it and I talked to you, I think Lazy Kage, that I've always
Yeah,
said for already a 1 year, y'all heard me say this, that I've always made the prediction they're gonna grab Kage and take her back to her
yeah.
father.
Even
And you
we
know
talk,
what's crazy? Urishiki stated it to Toneri, we are not authorized to kill other members.
yeah,
That
yeah,
just
that's
proves my point.
that
Like,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I actually remember when you said
yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, they're
I
gonna
mean,
bring her
it doesn't
out.
really play 100% what you said, but still, close theory, I will give it to you. Quite
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
it's crazy.
we like when Burning Beach first and I started talking about it, we both thought that there was like an Otsutsuki king and some kind of
Well,
like
yeah. Well,
it,
it's the. Well,
it,
I mean, me, I based it off of the Bible.
Okay,
That's why, like, that's what I
first
always
of
base
all,
my theories off
First
of.
of all, you guys have no right to talk about this for the simple reason why. Hey, Dragon, you didn't even start YouTube. Like, it was about 8 months ago when I said this on a YouTube video. I can send you a link. I want to flex my theory to death now.
okay,
No
bro.
reason to talk about it.
First of all, no, first of all, I did not have a YouTube channel, yes, but I did watch the Naruto and Boruto series and came up with my own theories personally. Like I
Cool,
always think
bro.
about Naruto
Cool,
Boruto.
bro.
Having
Yeah, understandable.
doesn't mean I
Understandable, of
cannot have
course.
an opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't say you can have an opinion, but I was just joking around. Because you said
Uh,
that, but I said it on a YouTube video, a recorded, uploaded YouTube video. Just I want to flex it to death
oh,
now. Let me actually
I
copy the
cannot.
Well, I
link.
mean, I've been saying this since 2016 when the Forza manga started. I've
In
always had this.
2016, I
Yeah.
didn't even know what YouTube was. So yeah, cool.
No,
What?
yeah.
No,
Whenever
no.
Kawaki got revealed, I always made predictions that he might not even be human. He could be like a half breed, and that's when I
Yeah.
came with it.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty
Um,
good theory and pretty correct when you think
Yeah, I
about it.
really hope he isn't though. I hope he's just normal. I hope that they introduce a new power system that's gonna make them on that level. I think that's the best decision for
Honestly,
Kishimoto to make.
honestly, you said before that you want the final villain to be Otsutsuki Biju, right?
Yeah, the king.
Yeah.
Nothing other than the king. You can't have the royal guards. Like I said,
Honestly,
he should base it off of Miriam. How you have the king, and you have the royal guards. That's what I want for the Otsutsuki's, where you have four
no,
main people,
Miriam is
and
something
then
else, bro. Miriam is something else. Don't include that one. I mean, what I want to say is that personally, I'd rather see Jigen be the final villain. Personally,
uh,
or or
it would make
or
it
or
different.
or I would like to see Jigen be like Madara, think that he's surviving this entire thing back, but
Yes.
at the last moment get fucked up.
No, but
Honestly, that's not even a good
guys,
thing.
how
But
much
fuck
of a
it.
plot, how much of a
Yeah.
plot would this be when it turns out the two royal guards are Jiren and Urashiki?
Jiren, you mean
And
Jigen?
Jigen and Urashiki. Not from that.
Yeah, Jiren coming from Dragon Ball Super being the royal guard.
No,
Yeah,
my
that's great,
no,
bro.
we're not winning, man.
No, but that'd be awesome because the
Yeah,
thing we dispatched could be from the Otsutsuki King, and that
yeah,
Jiren Jigen could have been dispatched, of course, to as kind of like that, a kind of hidden Otsutsuki. I don't know.
yeah.
This is
But
just
the power problem in this is it's totally fucked up, dude. Like Kaguya was something else, like something else, and just imagine something that is 5 times stronger than Kaguya. How the fuck will Boruto defeat that? How the fuck Rasengan that?
Boruto. The thing is,
Rasengan my ass, bro. Fuck
the
off. Yeah, go
Boruto
on.
defeated. Like I would get so triggered if Boruto becomes stronger than Naruto. I'm just saying because they need to play off Naruto as being the strongest Hokage, strongest guy.
I'd
I
rather
want
see
Naruto to get
Mitsuki and
killed.
Sarada get stronger than Boruto by the end of the series.
Personally, I think
Honestly.
the perfect, like almost near the final battle would be if Naruto gets transplanted to the Otsutsuki dimension and Solo fights the Otsutsuki King and dies, and then Sasuke goes back to warn the village but gets
No,
ambushed.
Naruto won't die. Naruto won't die.
No,
Remember my
Naruto
words.
needs
Naruto will
to
never
die.
die.
Naruto, if you notice something, once a character dies, it automatically makes everyone's opinion of them rise even more. But if Naruto died, it's because if Naruto stays there, there is no stakes because Naruto is a lot stronger than Sasuke, and Naruto just keeps on getting stronger.
Yeah,
to make things
I'd rather see the Kyuubi get extracted from Naruto and something fucked up happening to Naruto
That's
than him
true.
dying. Because if you guys know Kono Hakru on Twitter, he brought a good point. I don't know if it was him or something
yeah,
someone else,
yeah,
but he brought a good point on Twitter. He said that uh, if Naruto dies, like the suicide, like people like fans will just commit
Oh,
suicide. And you know,
oh,
this,
oh,
come on, don't take this out of context. First of all, it's actually true because people, when Itachi died in Russia, some kid killed himself. I'm not
no,
even
okay.
joking.
The Double Four anime made a video about this. First of all, this was way afterwards. No, but actually, I'm not even. This is a sensitive topic. I'm not even going to touch on that. Anyway, but the thing that you said, lazy Kaguya, man, you do not want the Tsutsui King to be like 5 times stronger than Kaguya. But to stop that from happening, Naruto can't be around because Naruto, at the rate he's getting stronger now, it is possible that he may surpass Kaguya in just raw power because he is so fat. Like if I had to power scale Naruto, he's lots of people say he's gonna weaker since the final value, which is absolute nonsense because he just been
No, he
getting
actually
so
didn't get
much.
weakest because he literally, after the final violet, he got another half of the nine tails. He got
Exactly.
another half of the fucking nine tails.
That
The
makes
one
sense.
nine tail, half of the nine tails defeated the nine other Bijos. Like the nine other Bijos. A
Exactly.
nine
Yeah.
tail alone. Yeah, so
You
whoever
can't
thinks
forget
that
the fact
Naruto got nerfed, just fuck off.
you can
You
you,
have no understanding
you've
of power
also
scale.
got to remember that Naruto has got the chakra in some of all the other tailed beasts, and he can use all the Jinchuriki's special Keke Genkai since he knows
Yeah,
lava.
yeah.
like magnet release, lava
Yeah,
release. Yeah.
he's got so many kick. And now the only downfall I've said about Naruto before, of course, Boruto episode 49 have come around is that he could just get blitzed, sorry, but he could not get blitzed. Naruto is insanely fast.
Yeah.
Look, permission. Okay, I mean, prediction apart. Prediction apart. I think, in my opinion, okay. And this is, if this happens, then I'm not the one to guess it. But anyways, I think this is gonna happen. Sasuke dies. Naruto doesn't die. This is my opinion only.
I hope
Sasuke dies. Naruto doesn't die. 100%.
I hope both of them die. To be honest.
What the fuck? What the fuck are you?
Well,
It will really put the pressure on Boruto and Sarada, and seeing Boruto and Sarada going all out with Mitsuki and all the other Hidden Leaf members and all the Kage against the Otsutsuki King, with one of them dying after another, finally beating him, would be
And
the
is it
best
just me?
anime battle ever.
Is it just me, or I have an actual feeling that Mitsuki and Boruto just gonna be like Naruto and Sasuke
No, but
in a
no,
whole?
no, but it's gonna be like if Sakura. It's gonna be like, have you seen Swag Kage's video giving Sakura the 8 gates?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
much gonna be like if you give Sakura the 8 gates, then give her the 10 tails chakra mode. So she
You
can
basically are making
only
Sakura Kaguya. Yeah.
no, but even like that, because she won't actually be like able to use it properly because she doesn't have the heritage or anything. The only thing she's got on her side is chakra control, literally.
Yeah.
Control of chakra, because her strength comes from how she's focused all her chakra in position.
Honestly, I think we cleared our prediction and stuff. But the only thing I actually want or wanted to have, because it's not gonna happen, but at least I wanted to happen in the Chunin exams arc of Boruto, is like, remember when this is pretty like like it will bring us memories of Shippuden's last arc. If this happened, this literally will make me cry. I'm not even joking. Remember when Momoshiki came to the village to actually like destroy the village?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if Rock Lee went 8 gates and fought him?
That
And
would,
actually got,
I would love that, and if he died there, that would just be
yeah, I will literally cry to that. I'm not even
like
joking.
it would it would explain why he didn't go in the final fight. So yeah, I agree with that definitely.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but I want lots of characters to die, like in
Well,
Boruto.
yeah, I think we all do.
I want
We,
Killer Bee
it
to
needs
die.
to
I honestly
happen.
want the entire Konoha 11 and Sasuke to die. Just don't kill Naruto. Kill everyone else.
I want Killer Bee to die so badly, even though and
Yes.
my fourth favorite character, and he's made me cry lots. But I
Okay.
love
Okay.
characters.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm
That-
hoping Killer Bee dies. Definitely. That's one way to make this arc awesome.
Yeah, kinda. I don't think that he's gonna die because it's actually factually proven that he didn't die in the manga.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's
So
how I'm hoping that they
he
change
won't
it.
die.
But
they
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
really change that kind of things. They can change Momoshiki
Yeah.
designs, add a third character, but not really kill a character that it wasn't killed in the
Yeah,
manga.
but
The
you
other
need
thing I want to ask you, Bijou and Hadrigan, is what do you think about in Boruto, like arguably in the future, the reanimation jutsu being used? What do you think? Is gonna
they
happen? Not is gonna happen? How it's gonna
Uh,
happen? Who is
they
gonna
need
use it?
they need to stay sorry, my language. They need to stay a fuck away from the reanimation jutsu because
Yeah,
bro, if they defeat the Itsuki King and let's say one random dude like Kabuto goes rogue and freaking Edo Tensei's
oh yeah, there's two people.
Sasuke and older Konoha 11, and afterwards he brings back the freaking Otsutsuki King. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It would be too much of a rehash if they were to introduce that
yeah.
again.
By the way,
yeah,
you just reminded me something. What actually Kabuto is just in a Lee village, and he's just staying
bro,
there chilling. Can't he just fucking
so
use reanimation jutsu on fucking? Okay, you remember that Madara dude from Shippuden? Let's bring him back. You remember Obito, Itachi,
no,
Shisui? Okay, they are back. They
no,
will
but
just like.
I really there's this one thing which I've been wanting so much to happen is that one way they could do that Urashiki not being there during that is Urashiki, because Orochimaru knows a lot of shit, goes to Orochimaru's hideout and Orochimaru is meeting with Kabuto, and then Urashiki just arrives and every single one of the shins surrounds Urashiki, and then afterwards Urashiki kills shin after shin to really kill them, and then he gets in a fight between Kabuto, Orochimaru, Suigetsu, Kari, and Jugo, and all the Shin Uchihas. That would
Yeah,
legit be
and
so.
log. Yeah, I actually that's a cool thing. Oh yeah, I have. What about the Log character, like the Mitsuki's brother or
Oh
whatever?
yeah, Log.
Mitsuki's
No, but yeah. I was literally thinking about this earlier, but Log would be there too. Log would be like the surprise attack, and he would come in out of nowhere and make.
no, no, not for that specific theory, but I mean in a whole. I actually see an arc just about him,
Yeah,
honestly.
That's
Log. Like
possible. Yeah, mini art.
lots of people underestimate how strong Log is, but we haven't really. I cannot remember the name of the jutsu used of his hand side, but that jutsu was insanely
Do,
powerful.
do,
And
do,
That was
if
do y'all think
Mitsuki,
that Lodge might be like Kite for Mitsuki and Boruto if he goes rogue? Maybe
like who?
Lodge, Mitsuki's brother. Do you think he would be like Kite, like just take care of Mitsuki and Boruto if they go
well, I
rogue?
mean,
Kite
I don't.
Because a
from
lot of people
which
are making that prediction
You can
Kite
easily
from which anime?
from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh
like
yeah, I totally see that. The point I'm trying to make is
That'd be sick.
if Mitsuki can use Sage mode, why can't Log do it?
yeah.
He's even
First,
an adult.
I think that Mulog is Sage one personally, but that's everything I'm saying now is
That's
subjective.
irrelevant.
I'm
You're like retcon. Yeah.
Rank on the entire series.
Yeah, like for me, like yeah, it's crazy the fact that I really think that they need to really do the power scaling right when really need to make it so that all the Otsutsuki members, apart from the Otsutsuki King, are relative in power. Like in the right conditions, Urashiki could probably Kaguya if he gets like the advantage or something. And the same
Yeah.
being said with Kaguya, could easily beat him. And they need to keep that. They cannot make it so that they introduce hundreds of Otsutsuki members and each one of them are like Shikamaru level, because that would just absolutely ruin the Otsutsuki clan and the actual fear of them, because oh, we've got all these fodder Otsutsuki members and the five main ones, which you
Yeah,
can't do them
they have to really use the power scaling for that. Because you can't make the Suskis look weak. So yeah, it's very hard. That's why I think Kara exists. I think Kara is going to be the threat for the new generation, and then the Otsutskis are going to be for the old generation. Until the new generation are ready, they're going to have to train
of course,
get to that level. Yeah, that's my prediction. I think the Otsutskis are the background until Kara gets defeated, and then they're going to take center stage.
Yeah, I totally see that.
Yeah, Kawaki's probably going to be the portal that brings them to Earth.
Okay, two of the last questions that I have for you guys is what Hadrigan brought this on Twitter a couple of minutes ago. What do you think that Boruto time skip, after the time skip, what do you think the series will be named? I don't want to be named Boruto Naruto Next Generations. What do you think it will be named?
Boruto Shippuden would be perfect, because for me, at least subjectively, I find Shippuden's like it almost means for me continuation. Naruto Shippuden.
It actually means a spiraling sphere, but okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Boruto, I think a lot of people I don't think they don't know this, but Naruto's just one series. You know what I mean? It was the anime that gave it the Shippuden title, so we won't know until the anime gets to that point. The manga won't change its name because they just don't do that. One Piece didn't do it. Bleach didn't do it. Naruto didn't do it. Dragon Ball didn't do it. They all just call themselves what they are. You know what I mean? So I don't. I really don't know. I think they're just gonna keep it called Boruto. I think they're
I
gonna call it
honestly,
One Piece.
I honestly
Uh,
want to be called Boruto Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden, Next Generations. That will be a great meme. No, and the last question it has for me is I got this
yeah.
comment a while ago, right, in my channel, and someone stupid enough, but close-minded enough, but smart enough to say this. He actually said, or she said, because I know maybe it might be a girl. Um, why? What if when Sarada or Someri or Sarada and Boruto has a kid? What will it be another series? What do you think, guys? Come on,
No.
high
First,
five
bro,
for series.
I really think they should not make it. Like personally, myself, I would want another series, but objectively speaking, it would completely ruin everything because at the moment, Boruto, it needs to do well, but I'm not sure if the writers can keep thinking of new ideas and everything to
Yeah.
make it more repetitive, which is one of the big problems. Like Bleach,
Just watch us on YouTube, bro. We have genius
bro,
ideas. Just
bro,
watch our
if
YouTube channels.
yeah, bro, if Bleach got absolutely ruined, if Bleach stopped at the Aizen arc after Ichigo, in the fight between Aizen, he starts off like catching Aizen's blade and then he beats Aizen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it because I think Lazy Kage hasn't seen it, but he uses some
Yeah.
kind of
I love that scene. I
overpowered
know what you're
hack ability, which should not Aizen should not have been beaten, but oh well. And afterwards, if it stopped there, everyone would have wanted.
It's so true.
And then
Aizen was so overpowered, and they just bitched him around. It's
Well, the same
crazy.
happened with fucking Madara. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's why people make the
yeah.
comparisons between them.
You see, we have the best Naruto villain, arguably the best anime villain of all time. You know what we're gonna do with him? We're actually gonna get a further Black Zetsu to defeat him, one shot him in the back. Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi can try all they want, but Black Zetsu is the only OG of the
so yeah,
series, the only one to defeat.
is it just me, but personally, from the Boruto manga, you know how Ao died. I really loved how he died because it reminded me of
Yeah,
some other villain, which I've been talking to Lazy Kage about how he's, in my opinion, one of the best anime villains of all time, but how he died. I like
Dio
the
is the
fact
best anime villain. What you talking about? Dio Brando for life.
I still don't like Dio though. I'm
No one
so
likes Dio.
lost. I'm so
Okay,
lost
Bernie
into
Bijo, would you rather sympathize with the villain or actually hate the villain? Because the villain is made to be
uh,
hated, not to
I,
fucking
I
love him.
I like
sympathize.
both. I feel like Naruto focuses way too much on making every villain sympathetic. That's just a flaw of the series that I've noticed, and Boruto's doing it way too much. But that's why I think the Atsutsukis and Kara are so evil because they're gonna take a different route in how
Yeah.
they view things.
Okay, yeah,
That's
guys.
my thoughts on
Yeah,
it. I
Yeah,
don't
if
know.
you watch George's Bizarre Adventure, you're gonna love the villain.
yeah, yeah, guys. If you, don't laugh at me at this, but for me, when I got into anime, when I was 4 years, when I was 3 years old, was the first time I was,
Yeah.
watching anime. But when I
Yeah,
got into it, like at 5, was when I was really into it because I was watching this series called Beyblade, and this okay, it's about fitness,
Yeah, I know.
skin.
And my little brother watches it. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
no, but it's not the new one, but there's 3 different like universes, and there's this one called the Metal Saga. And since I was young, of course, I loved it. But in this saga, there's this one
Well,
villain.
I think
I
you and him are the same age, Hadrigan. So the
yeah,
one that he watched, I think, is the same one you watch.
yeah,
But go on. Yeah, you
yeah.
were saying?
He got introduced as a villain. He was introduced as an overpowered villain, and for the whole of the first series, he was a villain. He was a final villain, and then afterwards in the second series, they made him not a villain, but he kind of like realized, oh, not by his not, what he did was wrong, but that he needs to get stronger. So he becomes this card that he sometimes is on the villain side and sometimes on the good side. And the
Yeah,
way
it's like,
his character, the way he got killed off in the third season is that there's this big bad villain, which is like all shonen villain, this overpowered guy, Rago, with this Beyblade thing called Nemesis, which is freaking overpowered. I mean, he could destroy the world kind of power. and then afterwards, Ryu, the character's last moments were trying to destroy the big bad, which would be awesome if, like, for instance, Jigen went up against the Otsutsuki King, and
Yeah.
after in his last final moments, he just like did something which weakened the main villain. But this was really that would be something so good for Jigen and all the other characters. They really need to take inspiration about fulfilling a character arc because you cannot have a
Yeah,
villain.
that kind of works. The thing that I have a problem with the Naruto series, not in a
Yeah,
whole, is that there is one of the few anime series that haven't like introduced a villain like
yeah,
Hisoka or the Joker, who have like no real purpose on their life besides just being there, just
yeah,
literally like no real purpose. And I think that makes a great villain,
yeah,
because all these villains that I want to learn every jutsu like Orochimaru, I want to do the infinite Tsukuyomi like Madara, like they are like big, like behind the scenes, like how they gone through, why did they come to that point. But why not have a villain like Hisoka with his like no point at all in the series, like he's just there. He's a villain because he wants to be a villain. He's a good guy
yeah,
because he wants to be a good guy. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
great. Hisoka is arguably one of the best villains on Hunter x Hunter, and maybe the best villain in Hunter x Hunter. What are your thoughts,
yeah, yeah,
Burning Visual?
Uh, Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon as my food's like damn cold now. But anyway, speaking on that real fast before I end the stream, yeah, I did like Hisoka. I consider the Gon versus Hisoka fight the best fight in all of Hunter x Hunter. That's the
Besides
Kurapika
Scroll and
versus
Hisoka.
Ube.
Besides Scroll and
Yeah,
Hisoka.
yeah.
oh well,
Strong.
I don't count that because it's not animated. But yeah,
It's
if we're
still a
counting
fight.
non-animated, that would be my favorite fight. But Gon
Yeah.
versus Sokka and Kurapika versus Ubijin are both great fights in their own. I lean more towards Gon versus Sokka just because I like the dynamic more. But Kurapika versus Ubijin, definitely a fight that people should be looking at when you want to do a quick fight. Boruto, like I said, should take notes from a fight like that because it's literally one episode, I believe, and it's fucking fantastic. So that's the way I look at it. I don't know. Do you have any last words y'all want to say about pre-movie Boruto and your thoughts? What is your ratings for pre-movie Boruto? Everything before episode 51. What would y'all give it? Me personally, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5.
For
That's
me,
just
Seven
how I
out of
feel.
10.
yeah,
A
yeah. For
seven
me,
out of 10, or a
uh,
7.5 out of 10.
I'm
That's
Okay.
for
gonna
me.
I'm probably gonna give it a 7.1 out of 10 just because I think that
Okay.
7 out of 10 is a good basing, but it did at some points exceed. So I'm just gonna give it the point one because I'm I just like making things complicated.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So jokes
So
aside, drama aside, and everything aside, Burning Bijou, keep the podcast up. That's basically it. And work on your channels, guys. Hope you surpass the
uh,
700 subscribers that I just surpassed about 2 months ago. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you're watching this on my channel, go check out Lazy Kage's channel and also Hadron. I'll leave a link description down below. This video will be up around 6 o'clock tonight. So hopefully you'll watch it and y'all leave a like on the video. Like I said, go support their channels. They're awesome
Yeah,
content creators as well. Next week I'll try to get together with them again and maybe we'll talk about our top shonen
Yeah.
villains. As I know we
Yeah.
all have villains that we enjoy. I have a lot from
Bro.
the Naruto series I love. So
I
Bro,
find
hopefully
I
we can
need
get
to write
together
an
again.
entire list. Yeah. And we can get
Oh
some
yeah,
other people in here. Yeah. We can get some
oh
other
yeah,
people
yeah.
in here.
If
Yeah.
y'all have
anime.
anybody y'all want, just
You need to
invite
get
them.
an anime detective.
Yeah.
You
Bora
anime.
B. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
on, go
just
on.
just let as many people as you want know, and I'll try to set it up for
Yeah,
Saturday next week at around 11 o'clock. For
Yeah.
me,
Hadrigan,
for
go on.
y'all, I
Yeah.
think it's a different time.
Yeah, I
But
don't care to be honest. I'm like free all day because I'm a
yeah.
nerd and I watch anime all day. Yeah, go on, go on.
To be
okay. Well,
honest, I mean,
y'all want to do your outros that way I can close the stream.
okay.
Yeah,
So
Okay,
guys for
Hadrigan.
watching. It'll be up on my channel. The links to Lazy and Burning Bijou's channels as on Burning Bijou's channels. Thank you guys for watching, and please just go check them out.
yeah. I'm not. I probably won't upload this on my channel, but thanks you guys for watching. Subscribe to everyone and bye.
Bye.
See you guys later, guys, and remember, guys, God bless you and enjoy the experience.